Hey Michael, how you going? Thought I'd just give you a quick update on my aquaponics system. As you can see, I've still got the float switch in place. Last time I was just sitting there talking about the problem I was having with the float switch. It would go up, then the pump would stop, create a wave, and then the wave would make the switch go up and down, engage, disengage, engage, disengage, and turn the pump on, off, on, off, off, off. Terrible, blow your pump up sort of stuff. So I've actually managed to fit my Arduino board. So that's the whole full setup there. So just run you through what goes on. Basically, you've got your switch contacts here. They go directly to the Arduino. 12 volt power into the Arduino system there. So that's the Arduino board. That's the what do you call it, relay module. So that can't switch a relay on its own. So that tells that to switch the relay, and that has enough power to switch this relay. This relay, it was what actually has the 240 volt switches on it. So those two bottom pins, that one there and that one there, they both have 240 volt power on them when it's closed, and that sends power back out to here, out to the pump. This one here is just your supply, so power in, on-off switch and the breaker, and it comes down, it comes up and puts the 240 volts up to that to relay. This one here, just a little bit of wire here with the 240 volts to allow me to plug this directly in. That's actually a direct plug-in, and that's just a GPO, so it looks like a PowerPoint. That's your 12 volt power pack, and that's wired up here to allow the power to go into the Arduino system. So I've written the program in here for my float switch setup, and basically that float switch clicks off. As soon as it clicks off, that's waiting for it to click off. As soon as it does, it just locks out the pump. Locks the switch out. Doesn't matter whether the switch is up, down, whatever it's doing, doesn't matter. It'll actually lock it out for a full 10 minutes. I did 5 minutes, but I found that 5 minutes wasn't enough for that water level. So where the water level is just there, wasn't enough for it to get a bit lower. I just like it to get a little bit lower, not terribly low. Oh, there you go, it's just come on now. The pump just come on. Beautiful. It's working really well. So that'll fill now until the float switch comes up. As soon as the float switch engages, yeah, that'll turn off. So I've got my LEDs telling me what's going on. So that basically that yellow LED there and the red one down here are just telling me that the circuit has completed and the pump should be on. The blue one's just telling me there's power onto the Arduino board, so the 12 volts is there. Green is telling me there's power onto the relay board, and the red one is telling me that this relay should be closed and the pump should also be running. So I've got a few indicators there telling me what's what. So yeah, and the only thing I've got to hook up is this. I won't do it yet, but this is a what do you call a potentiometer. So there's three little pins. Oh, is it going to work? There's 3 little pins on the end of the potentiometer. You can't really see it. The focus is there. It is. 3 little pins there. I've got to hook those up. That's about to go in a minute. Yeah, 3 little pins there, and that'll actually be a delay. So instead of having full might be 20 minutes. Back here might be 3 minutes. Sorry, I filmed that badly. Might be 20 minutes there. All the way back might be 3 minutes. And I'll actually wire that in so I can actually change the time frame respectively to issues I'm having or water, whatever's going on. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it all works out. It looks like it's going to work pretty well. That 10-minute delay looks like it's pretty good. I reckon that's going to work pretty well. See, that flash is just about to cut out any second. Starting to move now. Come on. Yep, there we go. And she's off. Lights are all off. And the pump's just turned off out there. So I haven't touched anything out there yet. I just need to fix up a couple of things. That side there is sunk a little bit, so I'm going to put a big car jack under here and put some crap underneath there. It's just sitting on the ground at the moment. And the middle bit's sagging actually a little bit. You can't see it, I can't show you at the moment. It's too dark outside, but the middle bit's sagging a little bit. So I'll just jack that up and put another big tall piece in the middle and make sure it's all sitting level. And yeah, there we go. That's just a bit of backflow. So lift that up. There we go. So the water's actually siphoning back along here and back down all the way back into the tank, back into the sump tank down the bottom there. So yeah, I reckon it's pretty good. The reason I wanted to go down this road, I could have just done it with latch relays and what do you call it, mechanical timers. But number one, that's boring. The parts are very specific to get. They're going to be a bit harder to get. These are very, very available, but more, as you can see, more complicated. So the good thing is though, I can now use this to test my pH. If I want to get a pH meter, obviously like I said, I can change a timer just by doing that instead of mucking around with the mechanical timers. I can also set up a automated feeding system here. So I can write a program into there to add on to this program with the timing to feed every 24 hours to dump a a set of food in there for the fish with a big hopper. I'll put a big hopper thing and an auger. Look fantastic. There's other things, temperature, I can do external humidity, I don't know why I want to, but I could. There's a whole bunch of sensors and things that I could actually add to this, as many as I could probably think of if I wanted to. It's probably going to cost a bit more to get, a pH meter, because I'm actually going to have to install the pH meter through this little gap and put it in the water there, and it'll give me a pH reading. And I'll get a little screen, and stick it on the inside of this one, so I can actually see, the screen will sit there and actually tell me what's going on, or I might even mount it somewhere else up here or something. But the screen will actually tell me what the pH level is, what the temperature is, what the sort of gear, oxygenation would be something else that I'd probably want to have with fish. Tell me how much dissolved oxygen's in the water, that sort of gear. So we're getting there, mate. We are getting there. So it won't be long. I reckon I've just got to clean that tank. It's a bit filthy. All that stuff is just, crushed grow bed media that's gone through the pump. The pump is a centrifugal pump, so it spins. It's got a little impeller, and it's just basically crushed a few bits, and it's come back up through the pipe and spilled into there. So I'll just have to, I'm only just testing the system now. I'll dump all this water and start again afresh with some chlorinated water. Chlorinated water is going to kill any bugs that might have built up in there, because this water's been in here for about 2 weeks. So it'll just clean it all out. Chlorinated water kill everything. And then we can clean the tank, clean the sump tank. It's dirty in there for the same reason. A couple of grow bed bits have fallen in. And then we can just start cycling the water. And I can just leave the water doing this for probably 3 weeks. Maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks, depending on how long it takes for the bacteria to build up in the grow bed. The bacteria builds up in there, and that'll start changing all the ammonia down to nitrites, then nitrates, and then the plants can do really well. But what's really funny is in the last video, which was like last weekend, look at that. That little weed is still alright. It's still going. I haven't been cycling the water very vigorously. I haven't even been running it hardly at all. It's been filled a couple of times, but that little weed hasn't died. So I'm quite impressed. It's just a bit of grass. But a few bits and pieces have died. I can't really see. There's a few dead bits there. But it's still alive. So, it's a promise. It's going to be weird just throwing seeds in. I don't know if it's going to work. Well, I hope it'll work. Strike. But alright, no stress. That's alright, that's filling. Oh, it's emptying, should I say. You can see that's emptying now. You can hear it. So, so that water's just going to go down and down and down. And, she'll turn on in 10 minutes and switch off again. So I'll just shut the lid. There's no point in having that open. I had this perfect before, and the weight of the water's moved it. I'm really annoyed about that. I was hoping it would stay there. Oh well, I'll work it out. Alright, well there you go, mate. That's my little Arduino setup. It's only going to get bigger and better, but let's hope we can get some good veggies out of this winter. Get some broccoli in there, some cauliflower. I can't remember where I put all that. Oh, yeah, there's somewhere. Oh, here they are, the seeds. Yeah, here we go. I'll see what we've got. We've got a bit of broccoli. That's winter. That's, I believe that's a summer. Yeah, you don't really want to be spring planting those in this autumn. That's we can plant that in the autumn. Yeah, it's an autumn one. Summer. The rest of these summer. Okay, cauliflower. Yeah, cauliflower's good. No. Yeah, lettuce no, and corn definitely no. So yes, we're having some cauliflower, some snow peas, some broccoli, and some spinach. We'll try and see if we can get those going in the next month or so. Get some fish in there. Let's see what happens. Hey, all right. We'll update you. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye.